don't panic.
Oh, my God.
Look, I don't see anyone on the boat. Hold on.
Henry.
Please, for God's sake, don't panic. Mayday. Mayday.
Explosion and fire.
Hey.
Fire and explosion. Either way, they can turn a pleasure trip into a tragedy in seconds.
I don't know the location.
That's what happened here in what seems to have been an accident.
Let's get going.
This was not an accident. It could have been prevented by the practice of a simple maintenance and checking routine. This is the story of two boating families, only one of which takes that practice seriously.
Hi, you guys ready?
Hi.
Hi.
All set.
Okay. Sorry we're late. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Rob. It's okay, just step on down.
Thanks. Don't want to get her dirty.
That's okay. I've got a swab back there anyway.
This is a nice boat.
Thank you.
How long have you had it?
About 3 years now.
They got here.
Yeah.
You want to go out together?
Sure, anything you want, Jack. Be a few minutes, though.
What's the matter? Something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong. I gotta gas up and check a few things, you know.
I know. Hey, look, I'm going to start out before you, okay?
Sure, go ahead, Jack, if you're ready.
I've been ready since we got here. Come on, Princess.
Mom, I think I'm going to go with Jack, okay? Sure, if you want to. Hey, what about him? He'll never know I'm gone. Hi, Vinny. Hi. Decided to come with us? Yeah. Oh, good.
No boat of any size, no matter how well equipped, is immune from the danger of fire. The best fire prevention gear that money can buy is no guarantee.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
But an older boat, particularly if it is casually run, is especially vulnerable.
Ah, nuts.
Need any help over there?
No, I got it. Take the front there, will you, Princess? Watch yourself.
Just say when.
Okay.
Just responding to trouble is not enough.
Okay, try it, honey.
Sure, everything sounds fine, but it's
Get this
not.
line, Vinny?
A quick systematic check would have uncovered this. It's leaking gasoline.
Bye. See you guys later. Meet you at the usual place, okay?
It'll take all day.
Rob, would you hand me that checklist?
Checklist? What's the purpose of that?
Well, it's a little convenience to help you remember all the things that you have to do before you...
Routine. It's the boater's best protection against the dangers of fire. Unfortunately, some boaters don't see the need. There's no recreation quite like boating, especially when the weather's fine and the big ones are waiting. Fire in the midst of all this water? Some people might wonder what the fuss is all about. But the wise boater knows better. And even though there's water everywhere, water might not be what you need, where you need it, when you need it. That's why at least one of these is required on every boat. Still, a careless attitude toward extinguishers can make them worse than useless. The wrong extinguisher can spread a fire instead of smother it. An almost empty unit, or one whose nozzle is clogged, is not much better than none at all.
Ann, where do you keep this?
Oh, anywhere. Just put it someplace so it doesn't roll.
But just anywhere won't do. In an emergency, quick access to all extinguishers is vital. Routine. On a boat where there is no routine, there is no protection against fire.
You do this every time you go out?
We sure do.
How come?
Well, the same reason a pilot uses a checklist, to make sure that everything's in compliance with the law and all systems are go.
They have laws for fire extinguishers?
Oh, they sure do. Federal laws. Could you hold that for a second, Robert?
Sure.
Those laws are to protect us from the different kinds of fires you can have on board a vessel.
Kinds of fire? I always thought fire was fire.
Oh, no. There are many different kinds. There's wood and paper, electrical, flammable liquid like grease or oil. Now, this unit is a dry chemical one, and it's especially effective against flammable liquids. I'm tapping the dial here to make sure it's not stuck. This unit is the CO2 unit.
Carbon dioxide?
That's right. Boats nowadays have a lot of electrical wiring on them, and if you were to try and put out an electrical fire with water...
Ouch.
Ouch is right. It'll also snuff out a local fire without damaging the area around it. Okay. Now...
Did you want these charged, darling?
Oh, thanks, babe. Yeah, could you check the other extinguisher for me?
Sure.
Thanks.
Hi.
Is this required down here?
Well, no, it's not required. But it's a pretty good idea to have one. You know, we cook on an open flame here. It's always possible for grease to catch on fire, things like that, you know. Of course, the curtains when I'm cooking are always out of the way. And they are flame-proof.
Isn't it sort of hard to get to? I mean, it's...
Not really. You know, one time, I was frying potatoes here, and the grease caught on fire. The whole pan just went whoosh. Oh. My eyes were full of smoke, and believe me, I was glad I could just reach over here and grab the fire extinguisher and not have to reach through the flames, you know what I mean? Hey, you know how to check that now?
I think I do.
Let's see.
It's okay.
Good, thank you. I wonder where they are.
You know your old man. He's a stickler for details. Always looking for trouble. Me, I say, cross your bridges when you come to them. Trouble wants you. It'll find you soon enough. Me and my big mouth.
Really?
Yeah,
Look, don't you think we ought to stop? I mean, we're almost there anyway.
I suppose so. We can wait for him here.
A boat takes a lot of beating, no matter how calm the water. That can put a strain on vulnerable spots in the electrical system. A modern powerboat is often well supplied with internal electrical power. That takes cable, and cable means connections. The constant thumping and vibration can loosen those connections, especially the ones that are homemade and may not have been looked at for a while. But the wiring in a boat engine itself is even more vulnerable. The vibration here is strong and constant. Loose connections here are an invitation to electrical arcing, and that can lead to fire. 3 conditions, sometimes occurring right here, can lead to one of the most serious hazards in power boating. A spark source, a source of combustible vapors, and what the engine box itself provides once it has been shut.
A closed space, you see, that's the clincher. Now, in an automobile, that's all open down there, and the oil and the gasoline would just drip onto the pavement and evaporate. But down here, it has no place to go. Gasoline vapors, fumes, they're heavier than air. They're invisible, of course, but if you can imagine a fog down there, that's what it's like. The fumes hug the floorboards like a fog, maybe even spread along the whole bilge of the boat. The whole bilge is then one big combustion chamber. One spark is all it takes to set it off.
Wow.
This boat is equipped with spark-proof devices in its electrical system. It is especially designed to prevent ignition sparks from igniting vapors. And it has a power blower that can vent fumes in a few minutes.
Would you hold the cover up for me for a minute?
Still, all this modern equipment has not given this boater a false sense of security.
Your nose? You've got to be kidding.
Oh, no, I'm not kidding. The nose is the best instrument made for sniffing out fumes. Even if there was a better one made, I'd still use my nose. It's an old habit.
Let's get going.
Are we leaving?
Yeah, the fishing's no good here. I want to catch something today.
But I thought I smelled gas back here.
Well, that figures, Vinny. You're sitting next to about 30 gallons of it.
No, it smelled like spilled gas.
Spilled gas? Where?
Drinks?
Thank you, Princess. Mwah.
But Jack, the gas.
I'll get it in a minute.
In a minute? Sometimes that minute never comes. That's why the Coast Guard recommends a regular pre-trip performance checkout. Check the fire extinguishers to make sure you have the right number and the right types. Make sure they are easily accessible, clearly marked, and fully charged. Check the electrical system to make sure it's properly maintained and that there are no weak splices, frayed wires, or corroded connections. Check the engine to make sure the wiring and connections are tight and in good working order. Check the blower by turning it on and leaving it on until you start the engine.
Thanks, Rob. Could you just check to see the windows are closed on both sides, please? Thank you. Can you get the door, honey?
I got it.
Okay.
Routine. A checklist, item by item, every time you use your boat.
Oh, Rob! Nobody on board when we gas up, please.
Extra precautions have to be taken here. The fueling dock is the site of a high percentage of the explosions and fires that occur in boating. A specific routine should be followed. Before pumping gas, all the windows, doors, and hatches should be closed to prevent fumes from drifting into the boat.
How can we have to get off the boat when he's pumping gas?
It's a safety
Next,
precaution.
all the passengers should be off the boat. In addition to being away from the point of greatest danger, they are in a position to act in the event of an emergency. In fueling, the nozzle must be kept in contact with the tank itself. This way, no gap is created for static electricity to jump and make a spark. After pumping, the immediate area should be examined for spills and then wiped up.
Just about, Rob, just about.
Okay.
The checking procedure is almost over. It's taken only a few minutes.
Again, you just did that before we left.
We just pumped gas. There might have been a spill that I didn't detect. You can never be too careful with gasoline on a boat.
Those few minutes can make the difference between a delightful outing and a disaster.
Let's get going.
Next time, and every time, make a checklist part of your routine. It's the best way to guarantee that the pleasure is not taken out of pleasure boating.